Hello friends, LQ here. I have watched Kill Bill, the whole bloody affair, and I'd like to talk about it. So, I watched the original two movies when they came out in 2003 and 2004. I watched them in the theater on their original run, and I really liked them. I became a big fan of the franchise, and it was really kind of my jumping on point for Quentin Tarantino. When Kill Bill came out, I had seen Pulp Fiction, and that was it. Now, granted, this is only his fourth movie, but when Kill Bill came out, I went back and revisited Reservoir Dogs, revisited Pulp Fiction, found a new appreciation for those movies, and ever since, I've been a big fan of Tarantino movies. Ever since Kill Bill, whenever a Tarantino movie came out, it's been an event for me. Some I've liked more than others. Obviously, Inglourious Basterds, Django Unchained, there's been some that have been great, and there have been others that haven't been as great, but still good. So, big Tarantino fan. So when the Kill Bill, the whole bloody affair came out, I decided I've got to go see it as it was originally intended. Even though I own the Volume 1 and Volume 2, I had to go see this. And I actually took my 17-year-old son. And what was fun about that was he had never seen Kill Bill. Never seen Volume 1, never seen Volume 2. In fact, he didn't even know what it was about. And he was very insistent that he didn't want to talk about it. He didn't want to watch any trailers. He wanted to go into it as blind as possible. So I kind of got to watch it with him through his eyes. I paid attention to his reactions. I paid attention to, what parts was he really engaged, what parts might have been a little fidgety. And I'm happy to say that from my son's perspective, he was pretty much engaged the entire time. He liked the two-act structure. He even said, the first act, O-Ren Ishii was kind of the main bad guy, and the second act, Bill was kind of the main bad guy. And I was like, yeah, that's true. O-Ren Ishii was really the main antagonist of Act 1. She was the one with the backstory. She was the big boss he had to get through, that Uma had to get through at the end. So yeah, great movie still. Age is great. I mean, this is a movie that does not show its age at all. Let's talk about the differences. There was some differences. I think the biggest difference was definitely the anime with O-Ren Ishii's backstory. Probably, I think someone said 7 minutes, and it was definitely long. It was definitely significant. It added in a whole new section where you really got to learn more about her backstory. There was also, at the fight at the House of Blue Leaves, there was definitely some stuff added in there. It was very, a second here, a half a second there, just very odd stuff added in to kind of make the fight a little bit longer. Most of that fight in the original cut took place in black and white. This was completely colorized. There was also some other parts that were black and white in the original, like when the police found the massacre at Twin Pines. That was black and white in the original. It was color in this one. So some aesthetic choices were made that were a little different. You also had the cliffhanger at the end of the first movie where something is revealed. If you've seen the movie, you know what it is. That's not at the end of Act 1. And kind of the recap at the beginning of Act 2, that was taken out also. So there were definitely some changes, made it flow a little bit better. It still definitely felt like two parts, and that's probably because there was a 15-minute intermission in there. But being able to watch it more or less in one sitting, the movie really flows well together. When you watch the two movies in two separate sittings, they feel very different. The first one is very Asian cinema oriented. The second one is very Western oriented, and they don't feel like they would fit well together or flow well together. And when you watch it in this context, they actually flowed together very well, better than I thought that they would. Overall, though, this is still a great movie. this is, in my opinion, the way to watch it. If you're going to watch Kill Bill, I hope they do a physical release on this, because if you're going to watch Kill Bill, this is definitely the way to watch it. I have a theory. Quentin Tarantino has made 9 movies. He keeps saying he's going to make 10. He hasn't announced yet what the 10th movie is going to be. My theory is that his 10th movie is going to be another Kill Bill movie set in this world. I don't know if you'll call it Kill Beatrix, or how do you say it? Beatrix, Kill the Bride. You know, I don't know what he would call it, but Kill Kiddo. I don't know what he would call it, but I have a feeling it's going to be another chapter in Kill Bill, and that this release is designed to get people hyped back up again, to get Kill Bill back on people's radar, so that when he does announce that his 10th movie, his final movie, is going to be a new chapter in Kill Bill, it's going to get people excited. My theory is that Vivica A. Fox's daughter is going to go after the bride, Uma Thurman's character, and that the daughter is going to be trained by Daryl Hannah's Elle. Just a theory I have. Probably wrong, but that's my theory, is that we're going to get an announcement within the next year that Kill Bill, a new chapter in Kill Bill is coming out. At the end credits, there is a new lost chapter where Gogo's sister tries to kill the bride. It's set in the world of Fortnite. I'm glad I stuck around and watched it, but it also felt kind of cheesy. I know Quentin Tarantino directed it, or at least it says he directed it. I don't know. It was fine. It definitely falls below the standards of Quentin Tarantino. I've never played Fortnite, but my son says a lot of characters popped up in this chapter that are in Fortnite, so it was fine. Like I said, I'm glad I stuck around and watched it, but I never need to watch it again. So, yeah, Kill Bill: The Whole Bloody Affair. It's awesome. It's awesome. You know, if I were to include it in my end of year rankings, it would be near the top. I'm not going to include it because it's a movie from 2003, but if I were to include it, it would be near the top, just because it is such a great movie that is really just a love letter to cinema. And yeah, definitely, if you have the ability and you're a fan of the first Kill Bill movies, get out there and see this, because it's worth your time. We were sitting in the theater for about 4 hours and 40 minutes total. It's well worth your time if you're a fan. All right, guys. Have you seen Kill Bill: The Whole Bloody Affair? Do you plan to? If so, let me know in the comments below what you thought of this new format for the film. While you're down there commenting, make sure that you subscribe to my channel. And until next time, we'll see you guys later.